Hello, if you found a guide to financial freedom, someone was trying to guide you to financial freedom, would you listen? Well, in this video, I'm reading the book, The Cashflow Quadrant, and it's a guide to financial freedom. It was written by Robert Kiyosaki, the one who wrote the famous book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. So when he talks, we listen. I've been reading for a while. This is video number 10. If you are interested, please join me. Hello, welcome to Take a Step a Better You. On this channel, I share what I know and continue to learn. And in this one, I'm reading the book, The Cashflow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki, the one who wrote the Rich Dad, Poor Dad book. And this is video number 10. If you're new, my name is Sherifa Nakalema. I'm a business owner here in Virginia, USA. And on here, my message is take a step to make your life better. Recently, I've focused my message on books, business books, money, anything to do with money, books, making money, and personal development, because it's very, very important, a very important ingredient. If you want, you have to be successful, you have to understand yourself, make yourself better as a person. So personal development books, and then I also bring in motivation. So if any of that sounds interesting, the idea of making your life better is interesting to you, please consider subscribing to my channel, liking the videos, sharing the videos, watching all the videos I have. I have over 200 videos on this channel. So this is video number 209. So watch them. For those of you who have watched me share YouTube tips, I'll come later with more. But so far I have videos also on YouTube tips, analytics. They're already there on the playlist. But I'll put a pause on that. I'm starting my own channel. Then I'll record more later. For those of you who said yes already, appreciate you very much, especially if you come on a premiere. Please like the videos. Please share the videos. Please leave a comment on videos. You are the first people to open the videos. When you come on a premiere, you are communicating with YouTube saying, this is a good video, a bad video. So if you come, click and leave, then you just mess it up. Please don't do that. When you come, you're supporting me, stay on the video. Thank you very much. And at this point, I think let me share my schedule, especially to those who are new. My schedule here is daily. I do the books daily, 12:30 p.m. USA Eastern Time. Please check it in Google to see the equivalent to your time. And then if you click on the bell, like you subscribe, click on the bell, you get notifications. 12:30 p.m. Sometimes that could come a few minutes later, but it's 12:30 p.m. USA Eastern Time. Daily books. Then on Friday, I come live. You can ask me anything. We do a lot, smart goals. We do a lot on the lives. And then Sunday is motivation. Okay, that's the schedule. And then on this channel, in this video, I'm talking the cash flow quadrant. And the cash flow quadrant is actually how we earn money. I'm using the word earn. I'm not just saying make money. Because technically they say, when you say make money, it's like you're making money. Look at me. No. You are earning money. You have to put in the effort. So earn is a better word. We earn money according to this book, according to Robert Kiyosaki. I'm reminding you what this book is about. It's about earning money and how we earn it. According to him, you either earn it from the left side, which he calls, I'll show an image at this point, which he called you are either an employee earning a paycheck, or you are self-employed, or you have a small business. That's the left side. Then on the right, you have a business, or you are an investor. You could earn money from all of that, or all different quadrants, or just one. It depends. So that's what he's analyzing. And he's showing you which one is better and how to move from one to another. That's what this book is about. Now, video number 10 is, I'm still on chapter 1. And I think I'll finish it in the next one, number 11. This one, we are not finishing it today. The chapter 1. But I have to remind you what we did in chapter 9. Sorry, in video 9. Because this is video number 10. Video number 9, he was saying that you can be rich or poor in any of those quadrants. Just being a business owner doesn't mean you'll be rich. Just being an employee doesn't mean you're going to be poor. So he was saying you could be successful in any of them. But of course, concerning the taxes and stuff, it's better to be on the right. But you could be rich or poor in all of them. That's what he was saying, in any of them. Now, in this video number 10, I'm going to continue to read. And remember, I'm trying to make the videos shorter. I used to do them like 20 minutes, 25, but I'm trying to make them shorter. So that's why I'm not finishing this chapter today. I'll finish it in number 11. So number 10 goes, he has, by the way, I'll mention how you get to this book, how you get it, a physical book and audio book at the end. Let me first read. So it says parents and teachers. This is parents are teachers. This is a subheading. When I was a young boy, my rich dad often referred to the Cashflow Quadrant. He would explain to me the difference between someone who was successful on the left side versus the right side, meaning E and S or B and R. But being young, I really didn't pay much attention to what she said. I didn't understand the difference between an employee's mindset and a business owner's mindset. I was just trying to survive school. Yet, I did hear his words, and soon they began to make sense. Having two dynamic and successful father figures around me gave me meaning to what each was saying. But it was what they were doing that allowed me to begin to notice the differences between the ES side and the BI side. At first, the differences were subtle. Then they were glaring. For example, one painful lesson I learned as a young boy was simply how much time one dad had available to spend with me versus the other. As the success and prominence of both dads grew, it was obvious that one dad had less and less time to spend with his wife and 4 children. My real dad was always on the road at meetings or dashing off to the airport for more meetings. The more successful he got, the fewer dinners we had together as a family. On weekends, he was at home in his crowded little office, buried under paperwork. On the other hand, my rich dad had more and more free time as his success grew. One of the reasons I learned so much about money, finance, business, and life was simply because my rich dad had more and more free time for his children and me. Another example is that both dads made more money. Another example is that both dads made more and more money as they became successful. But my real dad, the educated one, also got further into debt. So he would work harder and suddenly find himself in a higher income tax bracket. His banker and accountant would then tell him to buy a bigger house for the so-called tax break. My dad would follow the advice and buy a bigger house, and soon he was working harder than ever, so he would make more money to pay for it. Ultimately, this just took him even farther away from his family. My rich dad was different. He made more and more money, but paid less in taxes. He also had bankers and accountants, but he wasn't getting the same advice my highly educated dad was getting. So he has another subheading, the main reason. The driving force, however, that wouldn't allow me to stay on the left side of the quadrant, like he didn't want to be an employee or self-employed, was what happened to my highly educated by poor dad at the peak of his career. In the early 1970s, he's telling a story about his dad. I was already out of college and in Pensacola, Florida, going through pilot training for the Marine Corps before a tour in Vietnam. My educated dad was now a superintendent of education for the state of Hawaii and a member of the governor's staff. One evening, he phoned me with some interesting news. Son, he said, I'm going to resign from my job and run for lieutenant governor of Hawaii for the Republican Party. I gulped and then said, "You are going to run for office against your boss?" Please follow this conversation between father and son. You are going to, this is how Robert responded. You are going to, after his dad said he was resigning his job, "You are going to run for office against your boss?" "That's right." "Why?" I asked, and I said, "Republicans don't have a chance in Hawaii. The Democratic Party and the labor unions are too strong." "I know, son. I know that we don't have a prayer of winning. Judge Samuel King will be the candidate for governor, and I'll be his running mate." "Why?" I asked again. "Why go against your boss if you know you're going to lose?" "Because my conscience won't let me do anything else. The game these politicians are playing disturb me." I don't want to say that. Okay. Then Robert asked his father, "Are you saying they are corrupt?" "I don't want to say that," said my real dad. He was an honest and moral man who rarely spoke badly about anyone. Yet I could tell from his voice that he was angry and upset when he said, "I'll just say that my conscience bothers me when I see what goes on behind the scene. I couldn't live with myself if I turned a blind eye and did nothing. My job and paycheck aren't as important as my conscience." After a long silence, I realized that my dad's mind was made up. "Good luck," I said quietly. "I'm proud of you for your courage, and I'm proud to be your son." Okay, now he's writing. Robert is writing. "My dad and the Republican ticket were crushed, as expected. The elected governor sent the word out that my dad was never to work again for the state of Hawaii, and he never did. At the age of 54, my dad went looking for a job, and I was on my way to Vietnam. When he was middle-aged, my dad was hunting for a job. He went from jobs with big titles and lope and other jobs with big titles and lope. He was a tall, brilliant, and dynamic man who was no longer welcome in the only world he knew, the world of government employees. He tried starting several small businesses. He was a consultant for a while and even bought a famous franchise, but all his efforts failed. As he grew older and his strength slipped away, so did his drive to start over again. His lack of will became even more pronounced after each business failure. He was a successful trying to survive as an S, a quadrant in which he had no training or experience, and for which he had no heart. He loved the world of public education, but he couldn't find a way to get back in. The ban on his employment in the state government was silently but firmly in place. If not for Social Security and Medicare, the last years of his life would have been a complete disaster. He died frustrated and a little angry, yet he died with a clear conscience. I'm reading the last paragraph. This is where I'll stop. So what kept me going? Now Robert is talking about himself. What kept me going in the darkest of hours? It was the haunting memory of my educated dad, sitting at home, waiting for the phone to ring, trying to succeed in the world of business, a world he knew nothing about. That and the joyous memory of seeing my rich dad grow happier and more successful as his years went on inspired me. Instead of declining at the age of 54, rich dad blossomed. He had become rich years before that, but now he was becoming mega rich. He was constantly in the newspapers as a man who was buying up Waikiki and Maui. His years of methodically building businesses and investing were paying off, and he was on his way to becoming one of the richest men in the islands. I will stop there with the reading for number 10, but I think you are getting the story. That's the sad story about his dad, and I'll add my 2 cents. When I think your mindset is that of an employee, it's hard to switch it to business ownership. It's really hard. And then there are those people who are wired to be like business owners, independent, and doing all that. Then it's hard for them to be employees. But there are people who can do both. So Robert Kiyosaki's dad, I think, was wired to be an employee. And you see, when you get these positions and you get to a level where you paid high, it's hard to get a new job. You know that? If once you leave that job, it's hard to get in again and apply to get the same salary. Because you're starting over somewhere else, it's hard to get the same kind of job. So now we know why his dad died a poor man. It's called Poor Dad. He went into politics. I don't know. What's your opinion? What do you think about this story? That he went into politics and he lost his career because he ran against his boss. So that's the story. I think I'll stop here. Then we'll continue. Next time we'll finish the first chapter 1. We'll end in the video number 11. Please leave a comment. Okay, if you want to get this book, audio is free. I have links in the description. All links. It's free on Amazon Audible. When you click, you go there, but you have to search for it. To put in the search, Cashflow Quadrant, and then, but you have to put it also your name, and then you get it for free. They give you a credit to listen for free for 1 month. If you want to buy a real book, the physical copy, you can go through. I have a link still in the description, but it takes you through my website, honestsoul.com, and then you see this book. You see both, even this one and more. I have books that come in, then you click and go buy. Then that's your buying. It's not free. And then for those of you who want to listen to the videos remember this is video number 10, but video all the way from number 1 up to 10, they are in fact at the end too. At the end of this video, I call it Cashflow Quadrant playlist. You click and they all start from the time I introduced the book up to now. And that link, I'll put it in the pinned comment, also in the description. You can't miss it. And for those of you who want to go to reach that, I'm linking the finale. You know, we had a finale on this book and had 6, including me, 6 people talking on video. And then all the people who are leaving comments. It's a nice video. I'll link that too. If you want to connect to this, I have 68 videos on the channel. I call it Lessons to Robert Kiyosaki, Lessons from Robert Kiyosaki, this one. And yeah, those are all these links and the description below. Please check it out, check them out. And I'm also offering that for those people who want to share these books in their local communities, I say please stay close by, because in my videos, sometimes I link it, sometimes I don't. Today, I may not link I don't think it's going to be today. But when you keep around, I talk about adding your email. You add your email, you communicate with me and see how I can support you bring these books. Because if you don't have data or whatever you need, so that you gather people around just to watch the videos so they learn these lessons. Because these are very important lessons. But we start from this one because this is more basic. This one is taking the game a little bit higher. Okay? We have to learn this from this. That's the one I'm sponsoring. You can contact me, but I don't think it's this video. But all the, especially when I'm live and other videos, today I'm not linking it. Just keep around. And by the way, you can get to me from my website. My website, you can find my email and all that. You can still contact me. If you're interested, just keep coming. I'll link it another time. But today I'm not linking that. Just mention that it's there. I'm supporting people to show these videos to their communities where you are. People who don't even know about YouTube. You're going to show them using your phone or your laptop, and I can support you with that if you get in touch with me. By the way, you can get in touch with me even Facebook or Instagram. Instagram is up there. So you can get to me, even if it's not by that email. Okay. Leave a comment for me. Please like the video. Please share. Put a comment. What do you think about this dad who decided to become a politician and then he lost his job? Because I never knew about that part, that he had to be a politician. I thought he lost it some other way. Why he became poor? Yeah, because he lost the job. Okay. Like I always end them, I said, take very good care of yourself, take very good care of your families, take very good care of your health. Please like the video and leave a comment. Take a step to better you. Bye-bye.